Hello and welcome everyone, I am Ducky Obrien, and today I'll be going over a game called Ambition and Minuet in Power. Ambition was developed by Joy Manufacturing Co. It was published by Iceberg Interactive, and I'll be releasing onto the Switch and PC on August 18, 2021. I don't have the MSRP, because the game isn't out yet. As of all of this recording, it's going to be out later, so I'll have the price updated in the description below. As always, the exact release date, platforms, and pricing may vary from region to region and platform to platform. Alright, why don't you go over it? This is basically a visual novel dating sim. It's kind of like the, I would say otome genre. Bust the fellows. You're a girl and there's a lot of hot guys and you can date them. Let's start a new game. Prologue, Yvette's story. This takes place in France. The carriage rumbles and bounces along the cobbles as you approach Paris. It's taken over a week to get here, even carrying just yourself and your luggage. Your fiancé Armand arranged for the carriage to take you from your small village to a tavern he enjoys called the Orphan's Feast. There he'll meet up with you, you'll likely take dinner together, and then he'll show you to your new home in Paris. For now though, you've finished all of your books, and Armand's letter is your only entertainment, other than staring out the window. You crane your neck out the window to peer at Paris. It's even more than you imagined. The streets are a riot of color and energy as people go about their days. Elegant persons of fashion strut like brilliant peacocks. Students stumble under the weight of their books. Beggars alternate between pleading for alms and shouting invectives at passerbys. Everything feels significant, like the world's next act hinges on all their choices. The part of you is worried by your unfamiliar surroundings. You immensely feel excited. This place is to be the stage for your new life. Okay. I don't know French, so I'm not gonna even bother trying. When you arrive, the coachman helps you out of the carriage and you find yourself outside a glowing, friendly-looking tavern. The sign shows a grubby child holding a plate piled high with fresh bread and roasted meats. Inside, a woman polishing a lantern looks up to you as you enter, and her face breaks into a bright smile. Bonjour, madame, and welcome to the Orphan's Feast. Her eyes linger expectantly on the door for a moment before settling on you. You're suddenly reminded of how rare it is for women to travel by themselves. How may I be of service, she asks. I don't need a tutorial because I played a little bit already. A missing person? That actually sounds interesting. While you only have one outfit to your name at the moment, the Orphan's Feast doesn't feel like a particularly judgmental place in terms of fashion. Your credibility won't be shifted by what you're wearing here, as you... blah blah blah. Okay, so... the game is a visual novel, meaning you're mostly reading text. It's literally just a novel. But there are other things you can do, so... the main gameplay of this game is rotating around, revolving around this kind of conversation mechanic. And there's a lot of things going into it. The clothes that you're wearing affects how people perceive you. And the clothing has a novelty rating, so if you wear the same thing over and over again, the novelty goes down and then your credibility goes down along with it. So this is the beginning, your clothing doesn't matter, but there are different factions like the military, the church, the bourgeoisie, and the crown, etc. And all of them want different kind of clothing. And so you gotta pick and choose the right outfits to kind of boost your stats a little bit. Anyways, we have 2 turns here, so you gotta pick carefully who we're gonna talk to. I talked to this person already, so we're gonna go with this person. And then when you go through the conversations, you got potential rewards. So you can lose credibility or gain it. Have no peril or gain peril. And then lose or gain money. Later on, you're gonna get gossip, which you can sell or use it to influence. Okay. May I escort you? Oh, that is not what I meant at all, and you know it, madame. Oh man, you turned him down. Okay, after hours of questioning and searching, it's late in the evening and you've still yet to find Armand. You're not even sure why, but you feel exhausted. Who knew talking to people was such hard work? Tell me about it. I stream a lot. I'm an introvert, so it doesn't really energize me, it drains me out. Now that you're warmed up, don't get me wrong, I love doing it. But I need breaks from it every once in a while. I like being by myself. You approach a young woman who you have spotted, glancing away earlier. The mention of Armand's name, she laughs nervously. She makes small talk for a brief moment before excusing herself and disappearing into the crowd. The room appears to be emptying out. Monsieur, a moment of your time. Excusez-moi. So it looks like Armand is not very popular with the people here. No Armand, no etc. For a brief moment, you're not a country girl dragging luggage through the streets. You're the person you feel that you are when you close your eyes alone. You're ever seeing a grand salon surrounded by poets, musicians, scientists, philosophers, and artists. You are elegant, sophisticated, and respected. You're getting close to the address. Armand never described his living conditions much. But he's the son of a baron, and his family was always well-to-do, especially compared to yours. Spent a lot of time in that carriage wondering about the home you spend your new life in. Still, you didn't expect this. And there you go, rundown house. Mandu. Mandu is the Korean word for dumpling, so that's kind of funny. So it looks like things aren't going as planned for Yvette. Alright, novelties for your clothing. We got -5 credibility. You have to know how to talk to these people. Perfect. Okay, so I'm skipping through this because basically she's telling you there's a party and then you have to go get clothes. So you gain a level of exhaustion by attending a party. So when you're exhausted, it's harder to gain credibility. So what you do is, if you look at the calendar here, this is the party. On days you can go out and explore the city, you can go to one place per day, or you can choose to stay home and restore that exhaustion meter. So it's kind of a balancing tool of like going out and doing things, or staying home and leveling up that meter so that you can go to a party and then do well at the party. Alright, so this is the map, and as you play you're gonna have a lot more locations open up. A petite mogul? I don't know how to speak French, okay? Alright, so you're going to a popular dressmaker. So here, you can sort by whatever you want. But if you look at these outfits, you can see the stats. So if you wear this, and you're going to a meeting with people who are aligned with the church, then you're gonna have a better impression on these people. Let's see. These are expensive though. We'll just pick something that's kind of cheap. $10, 10 pounds, 10 whatever they said. Alright, we'll use this. Oh, so you can see here that the next party is being held by the crown. But this one, something happens where I don't really care about the rating, and we don't have anything that's... I guess we can pick something that's just 0. Yeah, this is cheap, let's buy this. Okay. There's another thing too, so... There's some interesting mechanics in this game where you gain money by selling rumors, so you have to go to parties. But to go to parties, you need to have the proper attire. Then you also have to pay for your house and your servants. So you have to save your money. There's more aspects to this game than just a visual novel. That's why I think it's pretty neat. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go to the party now. So as you can see here, I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna lose 5 credibility. Anyways. I gained cheap crown gossip. Credibility down. So you have to also figure out, if you saw that, you can just say your greetings or you can bribe them by giving them some wine. And depending on who you're with, that's gonna have a positive or negative impact. Okay. Let's see. Here. Ooh, Elizabeth favor. Cheap crown gossip. See if we can get some favor here. In one corner of the party, you found 2 guys clustered around a painting hanging on the wall. They're talking in low voices to themselves. You pause to examine the painting yourself. It's a beautiful piece that shows the hostess standing in a field, posing with a dog. The eyes and lips in particular look marvelously lifelike. Huh. Do you have any idea how Marcel managed to get this? The man asked, his face the picture of shock, not taking his eyes off the painting for a moment. You must know the Viscountess de Fox very well in order to use her first name so freely. I have no idea, the woman replies, glancing furtively around the room. Ever since Madame Lebrun started paintings, blah blah blah. So they're kind of making fun of this painter. And I'm like, I think Madame Lebrun can be the best role that she places. Her skills speak for themselves. That's what I pick. And when you do this, you lose favor. But you know what? Screw these people. I gained a little favor with the artiste. Okay, so now it's time to talk to this lady. I like the characters because it's like anime but not anime. I'm so glad to see you, Armand. That ambitious little thing has told me so much about you. In fact, I'd say that he's quite infatuated with you. A common girl like yourself, you're so lucky. That's actually what I was hoping to find out. Do you know where I could find him? Concerned and shocked, you don't know where he is. Of course I'll help. After all, you already helped me. Armand, that ambitious little rat, was always reaching above his station, always asking for people to listen to ideas that nobody should even dare entertain. His audacity truly knew no bounds. Her eyes are focused on you, but she's speaking to the crowd, who seem to whisper in agreement. Even the dog regards you with malice. Now, not only do I find out that he's a coward who's fled his fiancée and the consequences of his guilt, but now I have this commoner who doesn't know her place either. You know what I responded with? This, I may be a commoner, but at least I know how to treat my guests. That's right. I told you, even the dog is scared. For a moment, the crowd hushes. You seem to have struck a nerve. Even the dog looks a little undone. I suppose that when cornered, even a rat would think it's a lion. Mastel whispers, her voice like ice. You gain quite a bit of credibility. You've gained a little favor with the members of the revolution. She advances on you, close enough to feel the heat of her breath. Let me be clear. You and your grasping, traitorous fiancé are not guests in my home. Nor will you ever be. I invited him here so I could express my displeasure to him in person. It's in peril. I live life on the edge. Now pay attention, because I'd hate for you to miss the point. If you should ever find your wandering Armand, tell him that he is an unwelcome, conniving weasel. In fact, both of you should go back to your petty little village and leave Paris to your superiors. Trying to look like us, act like us, stop. You're just embarrassing yourself. Wow. Wow. The carriage is gone. They told him to leave. That's so dirty. Oh, buonasera. It is I, Nacho Libre. May I ask what happened? Imagine Saint Sebastian, but with insults instead of arrows. Boo! The young priest said. Resilience is good. Okay, so as you see, we wore that outfit, so the novelty has been lost. We gained cheap crown gossip, which we can sell. We got 15 credibility, -1 Elizabeth favor, 15 peril, and 4 Ludovico favor. Alright. It's like, I'm not sure. Do you know how to make a murder look like an accident? And she's like, nah, if you want me to clean up after a murder. I was like, dang girl, I was just joking. Okay. So now we're gonna go explore. Again, this opens up a lot after the beginning part. This is like a tutorial phase. You can skip the tutorial if you want, but I suggest going through it. This guy is hilarious. He's so tacky. He's stealing money from the fountain. To be honest though, I would probably do the same thing, you know, if I was like in need of money. So you go to parties, you collect gossip. Some people have better gossip than others, and you gotta pick the correct conversation options to get to it. So we can sell it, we get 30. Or you can peddle influence, which doesn't get you money, but it will increase or decrease the power of a certain faction, depending on the gossip. We're gonna sell it. Here, it gives you a % chance of the public finding out that it was you, so you have to take that into consideration. Alright.
Huh.
Okay, so now you're planning out a party. You can decline, but then you lose alignment with that faction, standing with that faction. This is church gossip. Bourgeoisie. The crown or revolutionary forces? So sometimes you have to choose between the two. Alright, so now that you got these dates set, you have to make sure that you get the proper dress for the occasion. So we gotta go buy a church dress. So you can go around and do these things. And then you can... That's pretty much the gameplay loop. You go around, you explore, you buy the proper dresses for the party, you talk to people, there's a lot going on. But the core of the game is a visual novel, it's a dating sim, and I think it's pretty fun. The mechanics are pretty nice. It's more than just reading and selecting text choices, it gives you actual mechanics to do. So it makes it more... what's the word? I guess immersive, more involved. You feel like you have more input in the game. But there you have it. Obviously this is not going to be for everyone. But the game is Ambition, a Minuet in power. I'm going to end there on a cliffhanger. But hopefully that gives you guys an idea what the game is like. And hopefully enjoy what you saw. If you have any questions, comments, things you'd like for me to cover, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Please remember, I am one person. I am swamped because I'm trying a lot of things here. I wish I was making enough money where I could hire people to help me out. But yeah, that's gonna be a long ways away. I barely make any money doing this, even though I do it full time. Alright. What do we call it there? Thank you so much for dropping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. Lately, I've been seeing a lot more support everywhere. I love it. Thank you. I don't deserve it. I know I don't make good enough content, but I appreciate all the support. Yeah, so my purpose here isn't to make entertaining content. My purpose is to show off gameplay from the very beginning, from the perspective of a new player. So it kind of simulates what it's going to feel like to play the game, and then I'm letting you guys decide whether you're going to like it or not. So I try to leave my opinion out of it as much as possible. It's impossible sometimes, but my goal isn't to tell you how to feel about a game. It's more like showing you the game and then letting you make up your own minds about it. Anyways, I want to call it. As always, hope you guys are staying safe and sane out there, and I'll catch you guys next time. Now, I hope this game isn't hentai.